Ryanair traditionally prefers to fly to smaller or secondary airports, usually outside major cities, to help the company benefit from lower landing fees and quick turnaround times to reduce costs. Ryanair has even referred to Bratislava Airport in Slovakia as Bratislava Vienna, despite Vienna being 80 kilometers, 50 mi, away in another country. In some cases, secondary airports are not distant from the city they serve, and can be closer than the city's major airport. This is the case at Rome Ciampino Airport. Ryanair does still serve several major airports, including Amsterdam Schiphol, Stockholm Arlanda, Athens, Barcelona El Prat, Brussels, Bucharest Otopeni, Budapest, Copenhagen, Dublin, Lisbon, London Gatwick, Madrid Barajas, Marseille Oslo Gardermoen and Rome Fiumicino. Some of these cities do not have a viable secondary airport that Ryanair could. Countries in which Ryanair operates: June 2023, 225, 226, use as an alternative. 192. More recently, Ryanair has grown more at primary airports as it looks to attract more business passengers. In the summer of 2014, the airline opened bases in Athens, Lisbon and the primary airports of Brussels and Rome for the first time. Ryanair flies in a point-to-point model rather than the more traditional airline hub-and-spoke model where the passengers have to change aircraft in transit at a major airport, usually being able to reach more destinations this way. 229, 230. In April 2017, Ryanair added connecting flights to its portfolio, starting with a new transfer hub in Rome Fiumicino Airport, FCO. 231. Despite it being an Irish airline, it also has a significant presence in France, Germany, Italy, Poland, Spain, the United Kingdom as well as many other European countries. Currently, its biggest country market is Italy with 14 bases and 9 non-base airports. Ryanair's largest competitor is EasyJet, which has a far greater focus on larger or primary airports such as Amsterdam and Paris Charles de Gaulle, heavily targeting business passengers. Ryanair also serves sun and beach destinations with bases in Sicily, the Canary Islands, Cyprus, the Greek islands and Malta among others. In August 2014, the airline unveiled ambitious plans to establish a major hub in Israel to service a broad range of European routes. 232. In December 2014, Ryanair announced plans to open its 72nd base in 2015 in the Azores. 233. In February 2018, due to the Scottish Government not abolishing or reducing air passenger duty, APD, Ryanair announced that it would cut many flights out of Glasgow Airport, resulting in the airline closing its base there. The only routes out of Glasgow by the end of October were Dublin, Krakow and Wrocław, with the rest being suspended permanently. This resulted in the loss of 300 members of airport staff. In April 2019, the airline reinstated 4 of its routes, to Alicante, Brussels, Malaga and Warsaw. 234. In 2022, Ryanair announced that it would close its base at Frankfurt Airport in a row over fees, with the loss of 17 routes. The 5 aircraft based there are to be based in other locations throughout Europe. 235. Top airports by destinations, only 48 plus destinations. November 2020. Airport Destinations Republic of Ireland. Dublin DUB 122 United Kingdom. London Stansted STN 95 Italy. Milan Bergamo BGY 81 Austria. Vienna VIE 77 Spain. Malaga AGP 77 Spain. Alicante ALC 75 Poland. Krakow KIK 74 Belgium. Brussels Charleroi CRL 73 Spain. Palma de Mallorca PMI 71 United Kingdom. Edinburgh EDI 64 United Kingdom. Manchester MAN 64 Malta. Malta MLA 61 Germany. Berlin BER 58 Spain. Barcelona BCN 58 Portugal. Porto OPO 57 Portugal. Lisbon LIS 53 Italy. Palermo PMO 52 Italy. Bologna BLQ 51 France. Marseille MRS 48. Top airports by destinations 2007-17, 236. City destinations retention, A. Republic of Ireland. Dublin 18573% United Kingdom. London Stansted 13269% Italy. Milan Bergamo 12465% Belgium. Brussels Charleroi 11670% Spain. Guyana 11235% Germany. Hahn 10344% Germany. Wies 9745% Spain. Alicante 9061% Spain. Madrid 8657% Italy. Pisa 8653%. Choosing destinations. When Ryanair negotiates with airport operators, it demands very low landing and handling fees, as well as financial assistance with marketing and promotional campaigns. 237. In subsequent contract renewal negotiations, the airline has been reported to play airports against each other, threatening to withdraw services and deploy the aircraft elsewhere, if airport does not make further concessions. According to Michael O'Leary's biography, A Life in Full Flight, Ryanair's growing popularity and also growing bargaining power, with both airports and aircraft manufacturers, has resulted in airline being less concerned about a market research /demographics approach to route selection to one based more on experimentation. This means it is more likely to fly its aircraft between the lowest cost airports in anticipation that its presence alone on that route will be sufficient to create a demand which previously may not have existed, either in whole or in part. 238. In April 2006, a failure to reach an agreement on a new commercial contract resulted in Ryanair announcing that it would withdraw service on the Dublin-Cardiff route at short notice. 239. The airport management rebutted Ryanair's assertion that airport charges were unreasonably high, claiming that the Cardiff charges were already below Ryanair's average and claimed that Ryanair had recently adopted the same negotiating approach with Cork Airport and London Stansted Airport. 240. In 2009, Ryanair was reported to have adopted harsh negotiating with Shannon Airport, threatening to close 75% of its operations there from April 2010. 241. Ryanair was forced to give up its Rome-Ciampino-Alghero route, after the route was allocated to Air One, as a public service obligation, PSO, route. The European Commission is investigating the actions of the Italian government in assigning PSO routes and thus restricting competition. In 2016, Ryanair withdrew over half of its flights from Rygge Airport in Norway, after which the airport decided to close down totally, as they were privately owned and would make a loss on the low traffic volume. In some cases, an increasing number as the years pass, Ryanair has decided to use large airports where they are not dominant and to pay the normal fees there. Examples include Barcelona, Oslo, Copenhagen and Manchester, which the carrier increased flights in 2021. 242. Fleet. Ryanair Holdings Group fleet sizes of May 2020. Current group fleet. As of May 2023, The Ryanair Group fleet consists of the following aircraft: SAD Smiley 243. A Ryanair Boeing 737-800. Ryanair fleet aircraft in service orders passengers operator not service a 320-20029180. 244, Northern Europe Boeing 737-7000 and 1148. 245. Was used as a backup aircraft for corporate charters and training. SP Ram 246, Boeing 737-800410222, 247, 189, 248, Ryanair largest operator. 249, 125, 250, Malta Air 50, 251, Buzz 13, 252, Ryanair Ukbing 737 MAX 10 150, 253, 228 TBA order with 150 options. Deliveries from 2027. 253, Boeing 737 MAX 200100256, 247, 108, 254, 197, 255, Ryanair largest operator. 256, deliveries until 2025. 257, 33, 250, Malta Air 13, 251, Buzz total 542258. A former Ryanair 737-300 with a Continental Airlines hybrid livery. Former fleet. Ryanair has operated the following types of aircraft in the past. Ryanair past fleet aircraft introduced retired not SATA 42-300, 258, 1989-1991 back 1-11-500, 259, 1986-1994 Convair 580-1988-1988 operated by partner Boeing 737-200, 258, 1994-2005 replaced by 737-800. Ryanair sold its fleet of 20,737 to 200 aircraft to AutoDirect Aviation LLC for $8.1 million in October 2000, and 4.6 aircraft had already been retired and the remaining 14 were transferred between 2004-2005. 260, Boeing 737-300, 258, 200-2004 replaced by 737-800. Boeing 737-400, 258, 2004-2005 leased from Air Atlanta Icelandic and Air Explore during summer 2014, 261. Embraer EMB-110 Bandeirante, 259. 1985-1989 Hawker Siddeley HS748, 259, 1986-1990 Short S25 Sunderland 5, 259, 1989-1989 Sunderland GBJHS was painted for a proposed sponsorship between Ryanair and the Foynes Flying Boat Museum, but this did not happen, and aircraft was returned to a white and blue livery. Fleet development. Following the 2019 grounding of all 737 MAX aircraft, Ryanair initially reaffirmed its confidence in the aircraft and indicated that it would be ready to place a new order once it had returned to service. It would seek a reduced price instead of cash compensation. 262. In July that year, it warned that some of its bases would be subject to short-term closures in 2020, due to the shortfall in MAX deliveries, and pointed out that the MAX 200 version it has ordered will require separate certification. Expected to take a further 2 months after the MAX returns to service. 263, in the same month. O'Leary expressed concerns and frustration with the certification delays and revealed that, in parallel with discussions with Boeing regarding a potential order for new aircraft to be delivered from 2023, he was also talking to Airbus, which was offering very aggressive pricing. 264, as of March 2018. The average age of the Ryanair fleet was around 6.5 years. 265, roughly 2 years older